A plea tonight from the Egan Warming Centers as another cold spell heads our way. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Renee McCullough.
And I'm Brian Richardson. Matt is on assignment. The centers offer a warm place to sleep for people in Eugene and Springfield when it's not safe to be outside. But as KEZI 9 News reporter Sid Dutcher tells us, Egan's facing a current crisis because of this year's need.
With the first signs of snow on the forecast for this week, the Egan Warming Centers are looking at a long activation. But with more people seeking shelter this year, they say they're in dire need of more space.
It's a crisis that we are facing as a community.
The 10-day forecast for Eugene is filled with highs in the 30s and lows dipping down into the 20s. The Egan Warming Centers open their doors and provide shelter on any night that's forecast to be 29 or below. They can help between 300 and 320 people, depending on whether they have access to 5 or 6 locations.
We had on our last night of the activation 317, which means, we're just maxed out.
Volunteers say to meet the needs of the community, they need to add more locations.
We could be in the very difficult situation of turning people away because it becomes unsafe. It becomes unsafe both for our volunteers as well for our guests when it becomes overcrowded.
They say it's a difference between life and death.
It really does become life-threatening.
And they're hoping people who own buildings can step up and help save lives.
We need space that can handle 30, 40 or more, but it can be any church, any community center, public buildings.
Access to a kitchen is not necessary, but the area needs to have bathrooms and, of course, heat. With more people in need than ever before, the Egan Warming Centers can use all the help they can get.
Have some empathy for people that are struggling out there on the street and to know that this is a life-critical situation.
And if you don't have the space or time to volunteer, people with the Egan Warming Centers say that they're always looking for more donations, blankets, tents, winter clothing, anything that can help keep more people warm this winter. In Eugene, Sid Dutcher, KEZI 9 News.